Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Avengers 676. This is part 2 of the No Surrender storyline. The Earth has been stolen and moved somewhere for some reason. A bunch of heroes that everybody cares about are trapped in stasis, leaving the third stringers and a handful of A-listers. Most of the people you care about do nothing. Like, they've got Wonder Man who's super powerful. I don't think he even talks in this whole thing. But no, we get a lot of Citizen V. Anyway, first of all, this issue's written by Mark Waid, Al Ewing, and Jim Zub. Art by Pepe Larraz. Color artist David Carell. Letters by VC's Corey Petit. Cover by Mark Brooks. Alright, so we start off with Beast and Fake Wasp at the hospital helping Jarvis. Why they don't leave it to the professionals and help, I don't know, save the world. These are questions that don't matter because feelings matter over saving the world. So the two super smart people, and you can't see the air quotes because Wasp is questionable at best. These are two supposed to be geniuses, and they're doing the job of medical professionals who should be doing it instead of helping the greater cause of the world. So I guess it's a bit selfish on their part. Well, then we cut back to Avengers Mansion, where Valerie Vector, aka Voyager, has reappeared after never having existed in the real timeline, and everybody says how wonderful she is and validates her emotionally for a few pages, and then we learn that she disappeared in a fight with Victory during a trial between Kang and Grandmaster. Alright, so she was floating through the world out of phase as a decade passed, and yep. Then she says, well, I could lead you, but I'll leave it to these three. And then they go to Rogue, who has like this weird fro going on. I don't know what's going on with her hair. Sam Wilson, Falcon, and DaCosta, Roberto DaCosta, formerly Sunspot, I think, who is now Citizen V. Okay, so we're gonna take a founding member of the Avengers, allegedly. I'm not buying it. And we're going to defer to three sidekicks, effectively. Okay, we gotta go for the diversity crew. Magic's not quite working, and they don't have satellites, so they're launching drones up, low-orbit drones to bounce signals off of to give communication. Alright, they finally explain that. Still not as effective as they're trying to make it to be, but okay. Then over in Egypt, the Black Order and the Lethal Legion are fighting it out while being ordered by two booming voices. And now if you don't know who they are, well, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. One group, the Black Order, used to work for Thanos. I forget who the Lethal Legion are. I'm not looking it up because I don't care right now. So they're fighting it out, then a break is called, and the Black Order decides that they can't have the Avengers interfering. We cut back over to the Avengers, where they're arguing over tactics, and Citizen V does some man-interrupting to Rogue. Everybody's like, oh my god, we gotta agree. Instead of somebody just taking leadership, like, alright, you're in charge, what are we doing? Nope, they don't know how leadership works in the Avengers. So Sam starts talking to birds, because he's Surface Aquaman, apparently, and we find out that these two members of the Black Order are above the mansion, and kaboom, the mansion gets destroyed again. That's to be continued. Now, on the last page, we get a breakdown of who all the people in the Lethal Legion and Black Order are. That should have been in the front of the book, because the spread where all these guys are is near the front of the book. So instead of making us wait to find out who these characters are, since they're playing a major part in the book, might want to tell us in advance there, guys. This book was okay. It was just boring. Like, the fight scenes were not dynamic. They were kind of trite and forced. And if you don't know who these people are, you're not going to care about this fight at all. Lethal Legion and Black Order are fairly obscure, I would say. I'm sure the diehard collectors know who they are, but your average person doesn't know. So the fact that there's no real introduction, you're going to think that Captain Glory looks like a member of the Nova Corps or the Kree military. He looks pretty cool, but that's about it. Everybody else look like generic villains. And this Voyager thing is really stupid, and emotional validation is ridiculous. Everybody's smiling with fondness at her. Dumb. So yeah, it's so boring. And this whole thing of like forgotten hero thing, has been done and dragged out with Sentry and Triumph. It didn't work then. It's rarely done well, and this does not look like it's going to be done well this time either. So I'm going to read the next issue, but I have no interest really in reading these. The only reason I'm going to keep reading is because I already paid for the issues. And I made the mistake of having them on my pull list, so I'm probably going to have to just ride this one out. But so far, this story better pick up. This is just really boring. The art's okay, but sometimes people stand weird. Like, Falcon stands like he's got, like, some hemorrhoid issues or something. The dialogue is just atrocious. This one's better than the previous issue, but not by much. I'm not going to recommend this. I'm sure there are people that will like it, but I don't care for it. So that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel, and we hope to see you on the next episode.